into another episode. We're out at the river this morning. It's a really nice fall morning. It's not too cold, it's not too hot. The weather has been pretty stable, so I mean, I'm looking for a good day. Today I'm just going to show you guys how to fish a river system. I haven't done a how-to video in a long time, so I want to get back into doing that. And today I'm going to show you how I attack and how I fish a river system. So I hope you guys stay tuned and enjoy the video. Okay everyone, so it's early in the morning, still kind of cloudy, and you know it's early fall right now, so the fish are going to get a little bit more active. Now that's not to say that they are active, but they're going to start thinking about feeding up for winter. So, you know, I'll always start off in the morning 95% of the time, unless it's been really, really slow, with some sort of reaction bait. And you know, one of my favorites is the little spurbill. In the Ohio River, there's not a lot of, you know, the fish don't grow that big, so I like to throw 1.0 or 1.5. Not to say I will not throw 2.5, but that's just my favorite size, is the 1.0. So right now I'm just throwing a little Banded 100 spurbill. So we're gonna throw that around these laydowns and see if we can't pick up a couple active fish right off the bat. And you know, I will throw this like all through the day, but this is just a good time to cover some productive water early out and try to get a couple fish in the boat. Alrighty guys, just got the first little one of the day. Little fat fish, really fat for fall, I guess. Put him back, got him flipping a laydown. Got him on a little 3.5 inch beaver with a 1/8 ounce weight, just Texas rigging it, flipping up in the stumps, and he hit it. So we've been fishing for 45 minutes, something like that, and that's our first fish. We had a couple other bites flipping, so nothing on the crankbait yet. So we're going to keep on flipping in this creek, and then we're going to bump around and try some different stuff. So stay tuned, guys. I hit him. Right back in there.
Yep. There was some bait moving around, and something swirled after that bait.
Okay everyone, so we fished a couple hours in this creek and only that one small fish to show for it. You know, that's just that river sometimes, you know, the water's always fluctuating and everything, so sometimes they're in the creek, sometimes they're on the main river, and you know, some days you can't even figure it out. So we fished this creek for a while. This creek may just be dead or something, so we're gonna run up and fish some main river spots for a while. We'll just bump around from there, so I hope you guys stay tuned and enjoy the video. Okay everyone, what we're doing right now is we're fishing some main river stuff. I haven't had a bite yet, or a real good bite. We've had a couple pecks, but you know, the river is pretty, there's hardly any current right now. It's down, and you know, I just don't know if the fish are going to be out here, but they might. So we're going to fish this spot. It's just a big channel, or a big river bend, and there's normally a lot of current that comes through here, and then, you know, the bait funnels up here, and so do the fish. You know, a good thing to look for to find a good spot in the river is you know, if you see a lot of white bass or gar or anything just coming up to the surface, even if they're not bass, chances are there's some bass there just because they're all there for the same reason, which is bait. You know, this is one of our best spots, and you know, we always see a bunch of gar and white bass when we're going to actually catch them. So, you know, that's the one thing to look for, and you know, just look where the current is going to be pretty hard. You know, the outside bends are really good. And you know, when it's slow, just pick up a little shaky head. It's pretty slow today, so I'm going to fish this shaky head up this rock wall, and we're going to go from there. So I hope you guys stay tuned, enjoy the video. Alrighty guys, I got a nice fish on a little shaky head right now. Just fishing this riprap off to my left. See if I can get him in. I can just flip him in. There he is. Man, I barely had him hooked too. You know, not a huge fish, but it's still a keeper. He's really yellow for some reason. Probably been up in the sun. Barely had him hooked. Just hit it on the fall. Felt that little tap. He was on it. Nice little fish. We're going to let him go. Oh, got one. You really do.
Oh.
Did you see all the shad right there?
Yeah. Whitey. pretty.
We'll just say, so you get these fish in the river too. This he came out in the middle of the creek actually. We're in the middle of the creek casting up into the laydowns, and there's a bunch of shad. We've seen a bunch of shad today, and this little white bass was feeding on some shad. Nice little guy. Decent size actually. On a shad crankbait. Put him back. But and we caught that little white bass. I mean, it's a good thing, like I said, when you find fish, even if they're not all largemouth. Look at these. Look at these out here schooling. I mean, we need to get out there and start fishing, but you know, they're definitely feeding now. Now, whether they're all, I know they're not all largemouth, but there is some because he just had one. So once you, yeah, we're gonna get fishing. So that's a good sign. So always look for the bait. Is that small? It is.
No, it isn't.
Oh no, it's not.
I was gonna say.
Oh, it was a smallmouth at first. It's kind of bronzy, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, little dink. I mean, he's a tiny one.
And we're eking out a day, man.
Yeah. He's bronze. I thought he was a smallmouth first. I was like, I got a smallmouth way back in the creek. But nope, little largemouth. Pretty fat though. Got him flipping under a dock. Skipped away, but he was way far back under there. Not that it matters because he's a little dink, but I mean, still bite. Oh, you got one? No. Anyways, beaver. What I got the first one of the morning on. That's 2 on the beaver and 1 on reaction. And then we got the one on the biggest one on the shaky head. So, you know, we still haven't got back to the wood yet to start flipping where I'm hoping we get our biggest bite. But we're gonna flip these docks for a little bit longer. All right, Dad's got one on.
He's not that big.
Yeah. Looks like a little bit bigger than one I just got. I don't know if he'll keep it. There he is. There you go. On a rage crawl. Nice little fish. Was it under the dock?
Yep. Just like you said.
Yeah. Put him back.
Like we don't get as much foot traffic.
Got him.
I see him. Is that a whitey?
I don't know. He's fighting hard.
It is.
Man, those things scare you. They hit so hard and
Man, they do.
you think they're a bass. I wish I would have had the one I flipped in a stump earlier. And I flipped in there and then I was bringing it back out and I saw about a 2-pounder come up and flash on it because this water's pretty clear for the river. I mean, you got a good couple feet. There's another one. White bass on a spinnerbait this time. I just wish I would have had that largemouth earlier. Tons of bait. There's so much bait in this creek. There wasn't any bait in the creek that we started up this morning, although we did catch a couple largemouth there, but there's tons of bait in this creek and there's all types of fish.